Well, good morning, guys. It is Sunday, September 7th. I'm Gunnar. I'm dying. Call me dying. I'm very sore from Comic-Con yesterday, but not as sore as these guys are after that airship crash. We landed right on top of the forest near Miranda, and everyone has different comments to say, but we're just going to change our party. For the next area, take your heaviest hitters. That is the best thing to say at the moment. That poor sister doesn't rule the skies, so we haven't used Kyan in forever, so I'm going to put him in the lead. Want Mash and Mog for heavy hitting. And either Edgar or Tarza, but I took Tarza last time. Make sure someone has sprint shoes. And someone does. I'm so used to them appearing on the other side that... Okay, Thunderblade, Trident, Hawkeye, and those stuff. Who needs relics? Need some auto haste action here. Do I have True Knight? Nope. Sniper Eye. Always works. Okay, Mesh has the sprint shoes. Now, and when we last left off, the espers were rushing off towards Vector. They caused us to crash land, so we need to chase them down ourselves. Best way to do that is just grab a chocobo. And while the sprite work on this hack is fairly decent, it omits the half the person's arms when they're riding on the chocobo facing south. That's always been one thing that's bugged me about this game. And everyone has custom sprites on a side view. In fact, that's probably the only reason why the chocobo circles back and forth before leaving the pen. And quick hop, skip, and jump to Vector. No battles to edit out, thankfully. Yeah, I probably won't edit out any battles during the first portion of this. But the city is on fire. What on earth? What's been going on, Lolly? But even though the city's burning down, this old lady's still here to heal us. Now, hang in there. Are you dying from smoke inhalation, lady? Now, the returners and Narsh guards all say the same things. You'll run into Bannon and Arvis. Bannon and Vector. What are you talking about? Talking with espers. Arvis? It was like this when we got here. So, no soldiers. The castle seems to be abandoned. And we walk up here, we trigger a cutscene. The Emperor is expecting you. This way. He sounds so excited about having to escort us. But you gotta follow him. You can't go anywhere else for the moment. All the guards will block you. And just bump into his back. No need defenders for him. And talk to the Emperor. I've lost my will to fight. The Emperor's had a change of heart. Sid! The espers came to save their friends. When they learned the others had perished, they went berserk and trashed the town. Never will I forget their shrieks of rage. We're hanging up our weapons and armor for good. So we can restore the crystals without Magitech. I had no idea. We must make truce with the espers and make them realize we want the crystals restored too. No human's going to make them sit down and listen. But for now, my friends, let us feast and rejoice. Feast? While the city's still burning down? While everything's completely open? There's some people who'd rather prefer to keep fighting. Please, before we die, talk to as many soldiers as you can. Make them understand. There are 24 soldiers to talk to. You will have to fight at least 3 of them. Please talk to as many soldiers as you can. You have 4 minutes until dinner. Those 2 don't count, so just keep going. Don't just waste your time if you try to enter the doorway there. I'm not even going to bother reading these. I'm just going to skip all of them. 24 total, like I said. Just circle around the castle. You should get all of them with about a minute to spare. Yeah, some of them will say, we'll never knuckle under. Just say how strong you are. That's one of the reasons why you want MASH. Have him use his Raging Fist, ignore defense, should take out this guy in 1 hit. Or close enough. Let the other guys deal with cleanup. Yeah, I haven't used Kyan in forever. Look at how low his HP is. But these fights aren't hard. I think there's one enemy in all of them. Now, there's only one room that's really annoying. Save those treasures for later. You can pick them up at any time after the banquet. It's just wasting a few seconds. If you have time later, come and get them. Oh, no, there are two more right here. There's another one to fight. Unfortunately, we lost track of the other one. Hopefully this guy will go down before match attacks. Yep. So, quick fights. This is probably the hardest room just because of how crowded it is. Oh, get out of my way! You get out of my way too. I need to go to the bathroom here. What? There's one other. He opposes peace. We're gonna fight him while he's on the toilet. Yeah, I don't get the mechanics of that either. Oh, we caught him with his pants down. This is actually the first video I recorded after the Mega Man 4 race. May reference some of that, may not. We're halfway out of time. We still have a few to go. The Empire will never die. Well, you haven't seen the second half of the game, have you? And there should be one more inside here. Yeah, I think this is the last one we have to fight. That's right, Monk had the black belt equipped. This ought to finish him. We're not going to try and defeat him. We're going to try and negotiate with him. Yeah, war's hell, ain't it, buddy? See, you don't have to be back at the start when you run out of time. It'll just automatically take you there. This is the only non-soldier that you can talk to. Yeah, that guy says he'll never knuckle under, but he really doesn't have the will to fight. Okay, let's go and get those chests. Now, you can talk to Kefka. He's in the jail, but it's just a waste of time. You should be able to get these and circle back around. Not bad for chests. Back guard, very handy to have, as it is a relic that prevents back attacks. Super useful when you don't have a whole lot of party members. Okay, I could have just gotten those on the first time, but we got 4 minutes to kill. And back up the stairs. We're getting a good workout. Yeah, this needs to have sprint shoes if you want to get everything. Yeah, they just say that. They'll knock you out of the way and say the same thing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Happy New Year! Oh, wait. That evening, the banquet with the Emperor took place. Now, there's another reason why I brought Mash and Cayenne. That'll be evident shortly. This way, please. 3 steps to the north. We got quite an arrangement here. The Twin Princes of Figaro and Dark Knight. You can count me in as returner. I'm still trying to do that stuffy British guy Disney voice for Sid. Can't quite pull it off. Imagine all of us here together, sharing a meal. First, we must have a toast. Your choices here do make a difference. Well then, to our hometowns! As you know, Kefka's in jail for war crimes. What shall we do with him? Best thing to do is leave him in jail. Well, let's let him stew in his cell for a while, then we'll decide what to do. We have more important matters to think about at the moment. I truly apologize about Kefka's cursing of Doma. No one dreamed Kefka would drain their water crystal. What's done is done. That was inexcusable. Apologize again. I do believe the answer is that was inexcusable. I'm so terribly sorry. Kefka's being severely punished, and we're providing Magitech to Doma. It's not as good as the true crystal energy, but people should be able to live there again. By the way, with regard to General Celeste. Celeste is one of us. Not quite. No, we trust Celeste. Kefka was lying. General Celeste realized the war was stupid before anyone else. That's why she joined the Returners. Any other questions for me? Ask each one in order. My desire for power got the best of me. Now I've come to my senses. With your permission, I'd like to talk about the espers. One more question. Why do you want peace now? I feel we need each other's help at this time. And one more. Why did we have to talk to your men? Some of my men refused to embrace peace. I felt they'd understand if they actually met you face to face. Though 4 of them attacked us. Let's talk about espers. My empire's been decimated by the espers that emerged from the sealed gate. They're acting spiteful. Unless they're stopped, they'll rip the world asunder. Yes, the espers have gone too far. After the espers went on their rampage, I knew I couldn't go on with my war. I asked myself why I started in the first place. By the way, about those questions you asked me, which did you ask first? The reason to ask them in order? Easy to remember. Right. Anyway, more than anything, I want peace. That's my true dream. I want you to understand that. You seem a bit tired. Care for a rest break? Yes, let's take a break. And the thing to do here, to get a unique bestiary entry, talk to these guys. We want to test your strength. Won't you fight with us for a couple minutes? Sure. And they're being literal. You have 2 minutes to beat them, but this is an easy fight. Especially if you can get Water Rondo off and have Mog pull off the... what's it called? It's El Nino in the original translation, but I think it's just Water God, this one. You can one-shot him, but we got plenty of time. And down, so well, took 30 seconds. I've never run out of time against these guys. Just as we thought. And Zemus has nothing to say. Sid? I will be put right if we can achieve peace. Return to your seat and begin again. Is there anything you wish to hear me say? That the war is truly over. I understand. I've ordered this war to be over. Now I must ask for a favor. After they devastated my empire, the espers headed northward, toward Crescent Island. They must be found. We must tell them we're no longer their enemy. After all that I have put them through, it is up to me to set things right. That is why I need to borrow Tina's power. Only Tina can reunite the espers with the crystals and find the rest of the Light Warriors. We must make for Crescent Island aboard the freighter from Albrook. Will you accompany me? Yeah, we have no other choice. I'll have my finest warrior accompany us. General Leo! I'm General Leo. Nice to meet you. Didn't I see you at Doma? I'm sure I did. So that was General Leo, brother. Oh, I met Hulk Hogan at Comic-Con yesterday, but I didn't tell him I'm doing a parody of his voice for Match. He did... Your sign leads to the King of Doma. Oh, please forgive me for not being there to stop Kefka. That wasn't your fault. Hulk Hogan introduced me to his daughter as a pretty good-looking guy, so that's my ego stoking. I'll be waiting for you in Albrook. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Oh well. We must find the espers and come to terms with them. You are our last hope. But I'm not Obi-Wan Kenobi. If Tina goes, I'll go. Locke, thank you. The rest of you wait here. I smell a rat. Agreed. It's hard to trust the Emperor just like that. We'll stay here and investigate. Please do. Leave no stone unturned. Right, and you be careful. Now we're going to do a little side stuff in this video while we're at it. Someone already has screenshots. Now if you come, as you leave, you see Edgar wandering around the middle, but here's the evaluation of your results. A message from the Emperor. Because you were able to talk to so many soldiers, you ought to be rewarded as follows. Imperial troops have withdrawn from South Figaro. In addition, all troops have also pulled out of Doma. We hereby give you the right to take any weapons you desire from the Imperial base to the east, near the sealed gate. And this is from the Emperor himself. Tintinabar, your behavior at the banquet was impeccable. Please take this as well. Ward Bangle, it reduces encounter rate. And that means we also got a perfect score, so I chose the right thing when I said that was inexcusable. All boats report to the south of the Empire. A Magitech armor-hauling ship plies the waters between. There in Crescent Island. We'll penetrate the Imperial base. You deal with the espers. Should you have said that right in front of some soldiers there, Edgar? Okay, I'm going to change my relics really quick. Want to equip the Ward Bangle and the Back Guard, since we just have these two for the next little while. Hawkeye's better. Okay, Locke is not in the back row. And make sure Tina has an Esper equipped. She does. Okay, let's find the rest of our group. But first, let's see what Kefka's into. We have time to go talk to him now. Or rather, to watch him. Never will I be able to forgive Kefka. Now watch me take a shit! How dare they put me in a place like this! I didn't even flush! I don't believe this! And I'm not even going to wash my hands! What a bore! Yeah, I think that's the most appropriate reaction to that. Oh boy. I love voicing Kefka. Okay, here's Mash. Get out of my way, Harvest. I really trust the Empire. I have an awful feeling about this, brother. Now, Setzer is the only one who's not in the city. We are actually going to go see him. Because it's actually fairly important for his character villain. It smells like parents' house. Why so familiar? Kupo! Yeah, Mog never really has anything else to say. He only speaks during cutscenes. Okay, there are two ways of going about this. You can either walk back to Miranda or hop up to Zen and get a chocobo. I'm going to do the latter. It's actually shorter. Go ahead and save. Make sure I overwrite the right file. Yeah, I was finishing Atelier Aisha last weekend, and I accidentally overwrote my file for right before the final boss because it was stuck on that one. And I'm kicking myself because that is an awesome final boss fight. It's the primary reason to play the game, really. But the game itself was really good. Okay, back to Final Fantasy VI. And we have our little chocobo animation again. On the lighter side of things on gaming, while we travel there, I am trying to finish my gaming goal for this year to beat the first game in several series where I have multiple entries in, but have not beaten any of them. The last ones I have until February 1st, before the date ends, because I didn't start it until then, are the first Magna Carta and the first Agarest War. Both of them are fairly long. Magna Carta is the shorter of the two, but Agarest War is definitely going to take a long time. And I'll probably add Bayonetta to that one, because I'm getting Bayonetta 2 and never finished the first one. I don't know why I'm getting the game. I couldn't get into it, but Bayonetta is such an awesome character. Now, the airship's still grounded, but if you come into the engine room, we have this cutscene. Wow, what a ship! That landing really messed up the engine. It'll take a while to fix. I'll help! No machine can stump me! Don't touch anything! I'm giving Sid the Hulk voice now. Go kill time in the casino. I can speed this crate up. You little... Get out of my sight! But I could really make this thing hum. You love this ship more than anything, huh? Actually, when I was young, there was something I was mad about. Huh? In my youth, I dreamed of having the world's fastest airship. You mean... At that time, there was a young girl who piloted the Falcon, the fastest vessel ever made. Sometimes we were the worst of rivals, but other times we were the best of friends. We always egged each other on to go faster and higher. When she disappeared along with her ship, I felt like I lost my spirit. Poor Daryl. And that's all there is to it. Sid will show up in the casino. And Setzer will also say this. So repairs will take a while, better take the boat. And where is Sid? Is he still here? I thought he was. Now, also at Comic-Con yesterday, I was able to meet Danny Glover, because Angels in the Outfield is one of my favorite movies. Also met Johnny Young Bosch, had him sign my Persona 4 Blu-ray pack. Kevin Conroy, had him sign my Batman animated series art book. And of course Hulk Hogan. And Ian Ziering, even though really was not a fan of Beverly Hills 90210. I enjoyed Sharknado. He was right there. There was no line, so I figured, why not? I also told him the story of how after I saw Sharknado at Rift Tracks Live, my car's odometer said 90210. He got a good laugh out of that one. He called it an omen, saying, that means you had to come and see me, right? And I think that's about it. I wanted to see Cary Elwes, but he was running late and was not even able to sign any autographs until like 3 o'clock after his panel. And by then, the backlining was just so long that I wouldn't have made it. And I'd been on my feet all day already. And I wanted to meet Erica Alexander, who actually played Cousin Pam on The Cosby Show. But I could not find her. So I just kind of gave that up. And I think that's everyone. I did not meet Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie, but she was next to Hulk's table. I saw her interacting with a lot of other people, and she is the sweetest gal. I wanted to go up and talk to her, just say, you are so wonderful. Just because of how nice she was to everybody. And other people there, Jason David Frank was next to Johnny Young Bosch, so a lot of people got pictures together with both of them. Mini Power Rangers reunion. And that hidden elixir right there. John Barrowman, Bruce Campbell, Ernie Hudson, and several others. I can't remember the full list. Stan Lee was there. I think Lou Ferrigno egged him to come back again. He was at the first Comic-Con here in Salt Lake, and I was able to meet him then. Now, I probably said this in the first video where we explore the southern continent. Avoid the deserts. It has an enemy that will zombify you. Now, there's not much we need to do in Albrook. All the preparations have been made in advance. Items and such. We already have good weapons. And talk to General Leo when you're ready. There you are. Another Empire's generals and the person I hired in town will be traveling with us. Oh, hey! You guys look familiar. Let me introduce General Celeste and Shadow. Awkward! Is something wrong? No! Our departure is until tomorrow. I've arranged some lodging for you. Please, get some rest. Celeste. Yeah, she really doesn't have a reason to talk to us. Celeste. I'm working for the Empire, but don't worry. I'm not going to garrote you. What about backstabbing, slitting our throat, or just stabbing us in the back shadow? There's more than one way to kill somebody. Now, Shadow's pretty cool. You'll learn more about him in his character development scenes. General Leo told us about you, by all means! And I was going to stop after we get to the next area, but I'll probably do the next dungeon. It's short. Well, I can't sleep. When you can't sleep, the first thing to do is go outside, get some air. But this is one of the few times we'll get to hear this theme. Celeste. Come on. Why won't you speak to me? Even if it was only a little... I doubted you. But I'm still your friend. Celeste! And for whatever reason, he should have just apologized, but didn't. But the reason we had to stay at the inn was for the sake of that cutscene. All done now. And again, talk to Leo. Right, let's go. Now, there is a hack that makes General Leo playable. I'm probably going to not... Well, I won't do an LP of it. I may stream it when I play through it, but that won't be for a while. Because I also want to play the Brave New World hack of this. May do a blind LP of that. Again, that won't be for a while. I've got at least 2 other projects I want to do first. All systems A-OK. We should arrive tomorrow morning. Why not rest until then? Yeah, let's go below deck. Walk past those hulking tanks of Magitech armor. And we switch back to Tina. Stay clear of the engine room. It's dangerous. Well, they say the same thing. Advance, talk to Leo again. You alright? Looks like you're feeling better. Funny, isn't it? I was used by the Empire. I even had my thoughts ripped from me. But here I am cooperating with the enemy. People are people. Not all of us like Kefka. What? What's with you? I knew you were being used as a kind of biological weapon. And because I didn't do anything about it, I'm no different than Kefka. I'm the product of a summoner and esper. Will I ever be able to love someone? Of course! But I haven't felt that way yet. You're just young, but I understand what you mean. I understand only too well. But I want to know what love is now. No, you are not Veruca Salt. Don't go that way. Who is it? Thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were just talking about? I didn't mean to overhear anything. I can't help you. You must look within for answers. Tina. In this world are many like me who have killed their emotions. Don't forget that. And after such a poignant scene, we need some comic relief. Right on cue. Ugh. 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 I think I'm gonna. Not a word of this to anyone else. Oh, shredded one. I think I'm gonna. And it took us all night just to get a quarter of the way across the map, which we can do in about 3 seconds on the airship. Sensor, why couldn't you have worked faster? And once again, we need to talk to Leo to advance. Power of fire still exists on Crescent Island. Well, just take a match and kindling. We're almost at Crescent Island. When we disembark, we'll split into 2 groups. Celeste and I will form 1 group. Tina, you go with Locke and Shadow. If you spot the espers, report at once. Let's go. Shadow! Don't forget the dog. Hey, Locke. Come on. Yeah, Locke's down to business. He doesn't need any drama in his life at the moment. And the interesting thing is, they never really make up. That's not really a spoiler, but from what happens later on, you never see anything happen. Okay, does Shadow have anything? He has the Kazakiri. However, I don't really know why I bothered equipping him. We're not gonna keep him for very long. But he'll do fine in terms of just getting us to where we need to go. Here's some new enemies. Let's fight them. Now the Kazakiri is a very handy weapon. It will randomly cast Wind Slash, which is an air elemental attack on all the enemies. Super useful in the original game because you can give it to Tarza, with a little relic manipulation. He becomes Wind God Gao, is the legendary glitch. But that's all we have for battles. And here we are in Mysidia with his familiar music. Now, in terms of Shadow, let's first select him, remove everything. We're not going to need him for a while. Let's go ahead and upgrade equipment for Locke and Tina. Of course, there's not much we can do for weapons. Locke already has what I'm going to give him. Everyone else is not in our party. Save our money for the moment. And do I need any more armor? Mystery Veil for Tina. Pair of gold armor for her, and some Gaia gear for Locke. That's all we need. Stick with the Hawkeye. Now you can get gold armor by coming here early and stealing from the Chimera enemies that are in the forest, but it's really you only need to do if you're grinding. Let's talk to some of these guys. For some reason, the Innkeeper doesn't like strangers. Yeah, he'll charge you like 1,000 gil or maybe even 10,000. Talk to the old guy that lives on the edge of town. Hey, a frog. Ah, new admittance. Rivet. What was that? Fire! Fire! Oh no! Something fishy is going on around here. Huh? What was that? Mama, it hurts! Oh, alright, cure! Huh? Medicine! Where's my cure medicine? Mama, please use cure on me! So something funny is going on around here. However, we can continue to talk to people. That's the old guy we need to talk to. I'm not going to advance the plot just yet. See what the Elder has to say. Welcome, welcome! Magic? What is this magic? And thus we peer into the complex inner workings of this character. Anyone else to talk to? Oh, there's a relic shop. I think... Nope. I think it was the other barrel that had something. At least that one did. There it is. Not just a gold needle. Relic shop. Let's check your inventory. Nothing we don't already have or need. Now we can advance the plot. Let's talk to the old guy, who is a black mage. What you want with me? A mysterious black wizard trained in the ways of blue magic. Strago. Espers? Espers, huh? I'm not really familiar with that word. But you've heard of it before? Nope, I can't say I have. Honestly, I can't say I have. Well, I don't recall. And we'll get together with Interceptor. And that's odd. Master Strago! Oh, that was bad. Hey, hey! What in blazes? What are you doing? Kids today with their running up and kicking me in the shins and their iPods and their YouTubes. Young white mage with an artistic ability to replicate the essence of life. Her name is Realm. Master, who are these people? Friends? Can they use magic too? Ah, hush! What a cute doggy! Get away. He bites. Go to your room. I will not. What a fussy old man. Oh, God, I can't do a good voice for Realm. Please, leave us. Well, alright. That's a little better. And Interceptor follows her. Oh, he's a sweet dog after all. Oh boy, seems to like your dog. Oh, what a sweet puppy! Well, she was kind enough to close the door and stop the music. This is terrible. Sorry, no problem. The dog usually doesn't like people, though. Please excuse her, she's just young. This is just a backwater village. We can tell you nothing about your espers. I see. There's something wrong here. Let's have a look around. Now, normally this is when you would go see those people using magic, but I did that ahead of time because I ran into one. Thanks for your time. Sorry I couldn't have been more helpful. Interceptor, come. Oh, all right. Now, they will have a little more to say if you go in back in and talk to them. What a beautiful day. Aw, they formed a little bond. Now that you talk to Strago, the inn becomes a lot cheaper. However, that usually means a cutscene's coming, and that's right. So I'm going to save really quick. And I'm going to end off here because the next events I want to combine together. So the next one will probably be a little longer. Yeah, going on to 37 minutes. Not much to cut out. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back next week. I will probably stream a practice session for the Super LP Heroes Castlevania 3 race later this afternoon. So I'm Gunarm Dine. Call me Dine. If life is giving you a hard day, don't be afraid to eat your pudding with a fork. You guys take care.